House of Warlords. Destination reached. Let's take a look to make sure everything's peachy.
Give me a P. Give me a D. D.
You forgot about the B.
BpDAI is based. Got it.
Based BpDAI woman. I'm blaming young stunners for that one.
First, Mel, welcome Sheriff 10X. Me casa your casa.
Hold still, gents. This is your alibi for why you can't work tomorrow.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yee! All right, here we go. Let me bring up the crew. Looks like we got a couple guys missing. So, all right, we're going to bring up number one. My number one is Johnny Papa Vegas. How you doing,
number
man?
one stunner. What?
My number one. Okay, number two, he's not here. He's going to sit down once he's here. And we're just going to surprise him with him being on camera. And so, he's showing up. That was actually perfect. All right. Number three.
Johnny.
All right, you ready? We got a surprise in the house today. Mr. Blockhead. Hey, sir. How are you? Oh, my God. If you guys could see what I can see right now.
You okay?
All right. I know you guys are waiting on it. Yeah, we can hear you. I know you're waiting on it, but before I bring up the guy, the man of the hour, hang on.
Is he the chosen one?
I gave you a little taste. All right, you ready? Hang on, I'm gonna do it again. There he is. Nope, I'm gonna take him off. All right, hang on. You guys gotta earn this. We gotta get the right energy here. Okay. You know, I get it. I get it. Some of you can't handle it.
So much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
No.
To keep winning, we have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
All right. Are you fucking ready? Hang on. How do I do this so that he comes up fucking straight solo? Here we go. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I
told you, motherfuckers.
You get off.
It's just me. Surprise, surprise, motherfuckers. I fucking told you. Let's fucking go. YEE to 10 billion. Let's fucking go. I've been in the trenches for a very long time. I've been looking for the coin. And I put the team on my back. I put the Superman cape on. I got the S on my chest. Shiba Inu. That is YEE. That is the Shiba Inu of the cycle. YEE coin, motherfucker. And fuck everybody who thinks otherwise. Let's fucking go.
It looks like I came in right at the right time then. Okay, let's fucking go.
I fucked up all the cameras,
the fucking one. I'm sorry for cursing so much.
No, you deserved it. Yee, motherfuckers. Let's
put the fucking
go.
cape on. Let's fucking go. The cape stays on.
The cape stays on, bro.
Let's go.
Good
flex on him, man.
Good
Got flex on him.
times.
Good
times, gentlemen.
What was that? Wait, real quick. We need to talk about this because I keep forgetting. So it was like right around a 250, 300K, right? And then we went up to 14 million.
14.14.
So was that like a 50x, 60x?
I think it was like 38.
I don't know when you called it on a post, but on this stream, because I think you called it on a post first, and by the time you called it on a stream, it ran slightly up.
Yeah.
But I have it marked when I bought, which was just slightly after. Let me pull up the chart because it's one of the wildest charts just that displays everything that is fucking crypto.
Well, I remember when Chris started shilling it because he was shilling it on his streams and he was telling people for weeks in advance that this was a play and it was a 200K market cap. I'll never forget it.
Well.
Well, there you go. I think when he finally got on our stream and talked about it here, it was like just over 400K. But yeah, 100%. He definitely.
But then
called
it dipped back
earlier
down.
than that.
Remember, it dipped back down to like 275.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
here's
had
the list.
you had another chance to get it right below.
I got a game we can play. This game is called Can You Tell the Future of This Coin? You got the market cap right up here on the right side. Right here, we're going to show a neat little journey throughout the first, call it the week. Right there. All right. There's YEE. You started at almost nothing. You ran to 900 and almost 50K. Down to 181K. Is that not crypto? Is that not literally right? Now, let's just follow this journey here. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, we hit 1 million. Yeah, maybe it is over. I don't know. Maybe. Wait. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Bro, you and your fucking 30-second charts, dude.
Wait. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. All right. Because look, here's see this blue line? See this fucking blue line right here?
I seen it.
That's me buying probably a day late. He probably told me right at the bottom of this dip, and I top blasted as usual a moment.
Where was your top blast entry?
Probably like right here, right at this little top.
What was the market cap?
Right there. For 507K.
It'd probably make your life easier if you use the daily chart. No, I mean, what we on a 30-second, Johnny?
Well,
bro, I'm telling you, man, this guy loves that shit.
He's taking us on a journey.
Hang on. You see this second blue line right there? That was when Verse said you're going to probably want a DCA in a bit if it comes back down to this point. And so what the hell? I put another 100 in. Now, oh, Lordy, what's happening now?
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Can't even see those blue lines. Look at those blue lines.
Hey, do you see those blue lines? Look at the blue lines. Look where they go. Do you see them?
I can't see them.
Can you fucking see those blue lines?
Right. Hey, Mo, real quick. I need to talk about the pivotal call of this play. Is it cool if I just share my screen for a quick minute? Just quick minute.
Please. No. Take the floor, sir. Please.
All right. So this was actually, and Guga can confirm this because I was talking about this because I got extremely nervous about this one critical call. Just shared my screen. Now, I don't know why it shows the browser, but it is what it is. So basically, if you guys remember, we were right here when we were talking about this, right? And we saw this massive break in trend coming down right here. When you trade these charts and you touch that trend line, you always want to like throw just a little bit in, just throw a dart. You don't want to go like full 8 mode right there because it can come down. And so right when it started coming down, I looked at this and I said, all right, we're in a make it or break it moment. I looked at this chart and I brought up the Kokoro chart and I said, you know what? The Kokoro chart looks manipulated. I say the YEE chart is manipulated. And next thing you know, comes up, breaks a trend. See you later. That was probably one of the ballsiest calls. It takes about 3 years to do something like that. Looking at charts, staring at the 1 second chart, all sorts of dumb shit led me to this moment. And you guys don't understand. And I remember I hit up Goog. I was like, dude, I don't know if I made the right call, but you know what? I'm gonna back up the truck. Fuck it. It is what it is. And
hey, you had a whole team behind you, dude. Your boys all stuck with it. We all, dude, as soon as you said it, we were like, all right, let's go. And then not only did we get in, but if you look at, if you bring me down front and center, the screen that I have behind me is very, very important because I've been talking a lot about opening up liquidity positions, V3 liquidity positions, right? This was started on V2. This had $0 in V3 liquidity. Okay, when Chris called this. So when me and Nathan got in, Nathan, was this the one that already had like $1,000 in liquidity or something? Or did
There
we have
was-
to start this one?
No, I have it on video. I started the V3.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Nathan made a video on how to start a V3 liquidity position from zero, right? Like there is no V3 in existence. We started this, okay? What I want you to see, oh, you can't see it. You can't see, for some reason it cut off the volume. But we are at over 800K in volume on our LP from zero. When I got in, we had there was 14,000 in volume when I got in. Couple days later, some more people joined. Couple days later, some more people joined. What's up, Ted? Couple days later, some more people joined. Now we have 124K in liquidity. We are going to take this pool over, guys. We're almost at 1 million in volume, and we've had this for what, a couple days. Oops, this is now our pool. This is now our pool, and all thanks to Chris, thanks to his call, but also, you know, thanks to for me, I'm gonna thank myself here for not doing something stupid, and I stuck to my gut, and I opened up a V3. I opened up full range. So I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff to talk about, but you know, real quick, I just want to let people know, for full transparency, I started this LP for myself full range, meaning it's not concentrated. It goes from $0 to infinity. So as the price of YEE goes up, I have less YEE, more ETH, but the value of my bags is rising as the price of YEE rises. Now, if by some magic miracle Ethereum decides to wake up and it starts doing its thing also in line with YEE, then it's you know, sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
And at any given time, I can exit my liquidity position, and I have all that ETH that I've accumulated without having to wreck the chart, and I have liquid YEE, right? So don't sleep. Do not sleep on the full range V3 position, especially on a meme coin with light volume.
I'm savage. I'll pull up anything in the fucking
that
chat.
That V3 started out at what, 1.5K, and then that V3 10x by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I put 500 in the V3 on the 12th. But then it was crazy because it did exactly what Chris said. It did that little thing below the trend line, and it went down to like 280 or something like that. And I wasn't gonna. I had opened that thing, right? I paid the extra gas because that's what I go through in the video which I will eventually put out there.
Stop teasing us.
But yeah, stuck with it because I wanted people to be able to get in. You need to have someone. I mean, I think it's beneficial. You could start. I guess you could start a V3 as a single side, but you really want to have something full range in there for longevity and to let other people get in.
Right.
And man, did people get in, because it was like after we started going, we broke back above the trend line. I put it in House of Warlords and Council of LP chats, and people were just like, I'm in. People are like, boom, I put like 2K in. Oh, I put 3K in. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's when you start seeing the volume slowly trickle over to the V3. And I still
wouldn't say slowly,
mechanics of that, but how you can have less liquidity in the V3 and start pulling more volume than the V2. I mean, I guess it's just how Uniswap works it. But
it went fucking fast. But hey, we're 14 and a half minutes in, and I barely acknowledged all the people who've now come in. Blockhead, officially welcome to the stream, brother. It's the first time you've been on our stream. I know you haven't done a lot of streams. I'm very honored that you came here today. So thank you for being here very much, sir.
Thank you guys, man. It's an honor. learning from you guys, hanging out in the trenches with y'all, and actually doing things the right way. You know, it's quite the experience, and I want to share that with everybody.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, Ted. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for showing up, man.
It's funny.
You still home?
Now I am, yeah. So it's funny. Before the WEE celebration, I was texting Chris in airports like, dude, I'm looking at the market cap right now. So I was like bouncing back and forth, and Chris, hats off, bro. It was killer. I mean, kept an eye on it, and then you announced it the way you did, and I mean, within hours, it was like,
it was
well
an epic
timed,
call.
sir.
Very, very epic call, sir.
Hey guys, sorry, had to brag a little bit at the beginning, but all I gotta say is, awesome live stream, guys. Make sure before we get into like the details, the alpha, we got a lot of plays for you guys. Follow all the gentlemen atop. My boy Johnny, TEDx, Nathan, Mo, and also legendary Goo God and the homie Blockhead. We got a new freshman on the live stream. Good stuff. And all I gotta say is I'm so glad everybody ate off of this call. And at the end of the day, if you guys win, we win. That's all I wanted to say.
And let's fucking yee. Let's go, bro.
I want to see the
Maxes
new
and the
line.
haters can suck our you-know-whats. Let's go, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, speaking of Goo, the king of aliens, sir, thank you for being here as well. I appreciate
Good morning.
it as always. How are you doing?
Good, bro. I'm good. What we doing?
Let's fucking go. That's what we're
Let's
fucking
fucking
doing.
yee, bro.
We're
Let's
starting
fucking
this
yee, bro.
fucking
Let's
yee,
go.
baby.
I want to see the new TA, Chris. I want to see the new lines, or is it the same line?
Yeah. We
Hey,
can break
man,
it.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we can break
That's
it.
what we're here for.
Yeah, we can break it down. And then I know Goo God's got some pretty solid calls that are absolutely cooking. So, how about we do like 10 minutes of that, and then do what Goo God's got cooking up for us? What do you guys think about that?
Okay, I just got to warn everybody.
We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
Let's yee.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a dinosaur outside a fucking gas station near me, and every time I drive by it, I just go yee. They're staring at me every time. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yes, sir. So got my screen share ready to rock and roll when you are, my man.
All right, let's go. Let me find it. There's too many damn windows. That's why I screwed up the opening. My bad. Yeah,
That's all good, man.
All right, buttons. Here we go.
Wrong one.
That's mine. And go.
All right, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right, so just a little bit of recap. Crazy breakdown. Right at this point, we confirmed that there's some sort of market maker, big player in here. So that's the key you got to understand about this play. There's a big player in here, and they're going to play games to mess you up. This isn't like a community coin that we like to run with. This is the big boys, all right? And when you play with the big boys, they do stuff to shake you out. Now, this massive breakdown, this red candle, I actually found out who that was, who capitulated, and he went over to Solana. He's actually one of my good friends. I don't want to name any names or anything, but he was open and honest on Twitter. You guys could probably figure out if you do a little bit of a X search. But long story short, we got that breakdown. Yeah, I know. It was kind of mean.
I love that. I'm not going to say who it is, but you all fucking know, and you can.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, inside, me and Good Guy were talking about it earlier, but it is what it is. But so basically, and the reason why I bring up that story is that's how they get you to capitulate. If you got a massive bag, you drop down, then they send this thing. That's how they play these whale games. The goal is to get you to capitulate. You have like a 1% bag, 0.5% bag, even 0.1% bag. This is how this. So, long story short, broke out. Right here was a ascending triangle coming across in this trend line. Let me zoom out a little bit. So I'm gonna bring it right here. I'm gonna take out some of these levels. We do not need these levels anymore. So ascending triangle came in, started testing the top of it, and then boom, broke out. See you later.
What was the market cap of that test area right there?
about 1 million. 1 million. It was testing right around about 1 million. So now we're basically in a breakout range. Now breakouts are very difficult to forecast. Actually, let me take that back. The best tool to forecast a breakout is you can use a Fibonacci retracement tool. And you'll see like all the fib levels that we could hit. Typically, when I see these types of breakouts, we usually go up to the 4.236, especially on meme coins because they're so low liquidity and they can pump so viciously hard. Now, YEE did something even crazier and went past the 4.236. So this narrative went absolutely crazy. That's very rare that you see something like that. And when you do, that's how you know it's a unicorn. So when I'm saying this could be the next Shiba Inu, I'm not just saying random stuff and just throwing stuff at the wall. I'm actually telling you that just based off the TA, you can already see how vicious these pumps are. So based on the candles, we have 1, 2, 3, and then we just had a spinning top doji. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this to you guys or whatnot. Spinning top dojis typically are 50-50. When I mean by 50-50, there's a 50% chance that there might be a reversal and we might have retracement, or there's a 50% chance that we get a continuation in the breakout pattern. That's what I have noticed. And if we go on any chart, you'll probably see the same exact thesis. So what do I think is probably going to happen going on the 1 hour chart? We had a massive breakout. Now we're starting to see a massive flag forming across this chart. I would probably put the pull right here. And then I'll probably put the bottom of the staff right here. So we're basically right now flagging out. If we break out this flag, trace the pull, you can expect to target about 20 million if we manage to break out this flag. Now, if we go and we start testing the low of this breakout pattern, which is about $6.5 million, so we come down, touch that, that's going to be our make it or break it point. If we break below 6.5 million, we're probably going to come down here to another magnet at about $4 million, right at $4 million. And that's going to be your next time to load up. $4 million will be your next time to load up. I do not see us breaking down past 4 million. It's healthy to do a retrace. So to answer your question right now, and what I think is probably going to happen, I do believe that we will have a potential continuation to the upside because we have only had 1, 2, 3 days of green candle daily breakouts. I typically see right around 5 to 6, sometimes maybe 4. So in my opinion, I do think we still got a little bit more to run, and that's my overall analysis on the market. So any questions from the crowd or the panel?
Sounds good. Do you see any comparisons between this and Peak?
Peak. Okay, Peak. So Peak, we were talking about this. Peak is, for those guys who don't know, this is YEE's friend. Peak and YEE are best friends in the comic book, and I had no idea who Peak was until was it yesterday at 10 o'clock at night or something?
Yin yang.
Yin yang. So if you look at the chart with Peak, we had a breakout, and this was probably because people figure out what it was, and then we had a breakdown. So to answer your question, yes, Peak is following what's going on with YEE. If YEE pumps, Peak will pump. You can already see that Peak is starting to pump up a little bit because you're starting to see a little bit of a reversal on the lower time frame in that flag zone for the YEE token. So Peak, great beta play, 248K market cap. If I recall, last time we were on live stream, we were talking about 248K market cap coin. The thing absolutely exploded. So I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not Naga Bo up in this shit, but you guys get the idea. So
I think it's important to highlight too. The last time we were in a Matt Fury meta, we had Mystery, right? And then what happened after that? Toki, Mystery's friend, right? Absolutely sent. That was a great beta play, you know. So it's very important to pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah, good guy brings up a great point. So Toki's like a dragon in the original Matt Fury novel, as he was pointing out. So this one topped out on December 25th. So this topped out right around Christmas, and this is just Toki the beta play. Now let me show you the main mover mystery, and we're going to look at where it topped out. I believe it was this guy right here.
Man, mystery's taking a pounding.
Mystery started topping out December 24th. So you guys can see how Toki and Mystery move, similar chart dynamic, and that's something that we're going to see with YEE and Peak. So
okay.
And then another thing I would like to point out about Mystery and Toki, those were not proper Cabal coins. Those were some degens who had half a brain and was like, oh shit, discovered this stuff and launched tokens, but they did not do that correctly. That's why these tokens did not last. But YEE, nobody can tell me that that's not Cabal, right? Chris has done the research, has shared it with everyone. You know, this has Pepe vibes. So these are proper Cabal coins, bro. So I like them, bro.
Yes, sir. And the one thing I just want to bring this up, and I just want to do chart comparison, because the reason why I found this was based off of the Kokoro chart that we're seeing. And then looking at the YEE chart, you guys can see that there are some similarities between the breakout of this chart and this chart. So what I'm trying to get across is I gave you guys like potential tops and potential places where we bottom out. So I gave you the bullish and bear case based off of that spinning top doji. But the main point I just want to get across is you look at Kokoro, it runs in these waves. This is how they usually play this game, to shake you out and get rid of some of the big dogs before sending it. And I do think YEE's going to follow somewhere similar. So yeah, guys. So sorry, Mel, I didn't mean to go on a rant, but yeah.
That is why you are here today, sir. To rant away.
Yeah.
Yep. We like it when Chris rants.
Let's pivot just slightly. We're going to come back to and let him rant some more. But Goo, I believe you have some stuff on Pulse Chain you would like to talk about. And then Chris, if you want to follow up.
Yes, sir. I got you.
That.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for this. I'll shut up.
I put out a post the other day. I was just bored, right? And I put out a post. I told people to show me tickers and I might buy it. So everybody was shilling stuff, right? I'm responding and I'm looking, right? But no one really knew gems was popping up. It was like one or two things that popped up, but nothing really grabbed my attention. So this gentleman, no graphics, no nothing, just said, TFC, the Fitzgerald Company. Check it out. And now, normally, I just slap you across the face and say, get out of here with this empty shill. You're not even grabbing my attention, right? But y'all know how I am about the universe. And this thing just stood out to me. And I was like, all right, bro, what's TFC? And he's like, oh, look at my pinned post, right? The gentleman's name is Timothy Benjamin, right? A lot of you might be familiar with that name. He's an OG Hexican, did very well with Hex. He's retired now. So anyway, I have at this time, I have absolutely no idea who this gentleman is, right? So I DM him. I start asking a bunch of questions and everything else. I watch his pin video, right? His pin video is great. All the information that you want, all the questions that you could possibly ask is in his pin video, right? So of course, you know, I try to poke holes and I'm grilling. And these guys hold the top 12 wallets, right? Which basically it's a supply control play. And what they're trying to do is bring a store of value, but a true store of value, not trying to pump and dump on your friends to make some gains. Not, okay, let's trade these charts and do this and do that. You know, his partner, which is his neighbor and is another successful gentleman, and his son, they came together, they launched this token, and they've been doing nothing but buying it ever since. And they tied it to their real life business. which is called the Fitzgerald Company. You can go and look it up and see what they do and everything else, right? So being that we have these legit founders, right? And they're really good people, because like I went and I started asking the most reputable names in this space about Timothy Benjamin, who this guy is, and everybody responded the same way. Good guy, great guy, you know, just nothing but good stuff, right? And then come to find out, like, he's in the church community and everything else. So he's a really solid guy, bro. So you know how I am when it comes to betting on people, right? I'd rather bet on people than, you know, a shiny shit stain any day of the week, bro. So like, yeah, we have fun with our stuff and we do all our other stuff, but we also have to have, you know, solid things that we could hold and not have to worry about and everything else. So, you know, I started hinting at TFC. I posted it in the channel, in my channel, and I wasn't going to put the contract or nothing. But then I guess some people that were familiar with the chart, they started buying it up. They was like, oh, Goo got a hold of it, man. It's probably going to start shilling or something. And they started buying it up. So I had no choice. I was going to wait till we got here and just tell y'all the whole spiel and give y'all the contract address and tell everything else. But I couldn't. It just started pumping too much. And I was like, nah, we got to, you know, try to make this as fair as possible, bros. But really, you know, and I'll be fully transparent. I got in at a $2.8 million market cap. I am not selling any of my tokens. I paired them up with King. That thing is going to live on in that pool forever. And I'm riding this wave with these guys, bro. And if you look at their chart, it's been up and to the right until today. Somebody took profit. Finally, he took like $4,500, which, hey, you know, you do what you do. But I know what I hold here, bro. I did a proper due diligence. I did my research. I talked to these guys, and yeah, man, I am bullish beyond bullish. And I even made other people bullish that I didn't even think I was gonna make bullish, and they was surprised that they didn't even know about this token yet. So it's still really under the radar. And for us, starting to get in now and starting to DCA in now, we're getting in pretty much at the bottom. Because if I got in at 2.8 mil, right, and nobody really knows about it, that means that's their floor. They're holding that floor, right? So now we can just pretty much put that at 0, and we're starting to move up from there. So this is super, super early, and I'm super excited. And, you know, I'm happy to work more with these guys and get to know them better and stuff, and possibly start streaming with them, invite them here. Like, I think is a really good thing.
That's awesome.
Char looks phenomenal, man. You know, Good Guy got that. So at that $2.8 million market cap, you put that in the King. So if you're a King holder, you officially have exposure to TFC indirectly. You see what I'm saying? So made that call. It's up about a little bit more than a 2x. Earlier, it was up about, I think, like a 4x. So I'm in agreement with Good Guy. And then you come over here, we look at the wallets that hold. The top 12 wallets is behind them. So you got one wallet with 30%, and then next to 30%. So that's already 90%. And just looking at this is probably somewhere right around 94% held by the same person. And the goal is to do a pump middle. So this is like a solid X type of play. I like it. It's DJ.
I was just gonna say that, Chris. The only thing we could really compare this to is Solid X. And Solid X is, the last time I checked, is at a $250 million market cap, bro. This thing is like at 6 mil right now. So you go figure.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want, I can do a quick comparison and just here.
Can I make a little comment?
Go for it.
Yeah.
So these guys approached TFC with very honorable intentions, right? I think we can help them kind of get into the degen side of things and help them achieve their goals, because they're trying to show people how to profit without hurting the charts. They're trying to help create value without taking money from the little guy. And they're also trying to do a lot of onboarding, but from real life onboarding. Think about it. The guy has a company. They come from a church. They want to, it definitely helps with their branding and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to add on, great analysis, Blockhead, and just to give you guys an idea of the potential upside. I know this is like a billion token supply, I believe, but if you look at this, Solid X at one point got to 5.59 billion, so about a little bit under $6 billion in market cap, quote unquote. And right now we're sitting at about 6.5, and the high was about 8.15. So on a Solid X chart, if we're just comparing just simply on market cap, which is going to be a unilateral measurement between each charts, this is where we're sitting at. We are basically somewhere right around here on the Solid X chart in the beginning. So that's how I evaluate upside potential across a lot of these projects. So
look, bro, look, just as because I told you I was vetting these guys, and somebody just texted me now that I had DM'd earlier. They said, okay, yeah, he's an OG Hexican who retired off Hex, helps people like crazy. Overall, really good dude. I mean, and this is everybody responding the same way, bro.
That's a 1000x for those that were trying to do the math, by the way. 6 million to 6 billion is a 1000x.
Yep.
Just wanted to throw that out there in the universe.
So
that's a $6 TFC.
Yes. So I will say one thing. I agree with Good God. I think this is going to be 1000x. You heard it here first. And also, I just want to apologize to all the Hex Maxis. I know I was the first one to beef with all you guys, and I basically call all you guys losers. But because you're doing this type of shit, I'm all about this. So you know what? We can let bygones be bygones. I know a couple other guys are doing something similar, so we can be homies now. But in the beginning, we didn't like each other. I know I call you guys fucking losers, but I don't think you're losers anymore, so I apologize.
All right, listen, this is the alpha stream, right? So I'm gonna give you a little bit of alpha, right? Again, probably one of the most reputable people in this space told me this shit, right? I said I'm a little concerned that they're making claims that this token is gonna do a 10,000x, right? And we all know all the stuff behind that, right? He told me straight up, he said, bro, you know I'm never going to steer you wrong, right? I said, I trust you with my seed phrases, bro. He said, bro, this token will do a 10,000x. And he didn't find out about the token until last night. So I just leave it like that, bro.
The look Johnny's giving him. He's like,
cliffhanger.
I'm doing the math in my head.
Let's look at the chart. What's a 10,000x from the bottom, right? Because that's how we got to measure it, really, because we can't measure 10,000x from now. This thing would be a quadrillion market cap, like what XRP is going to. So,
hey, I like it.
You muted. You're muted.
You know what?
Fucking aped.
You know what? I think this project will flip XRP, and you heard it here first. I know you're watching, Adam. This is the new XRP. We are going to change the financial system. Screw the World Economic Forum. This is a new XRP.
He already saluted you. The next one's going to be like, and pulling that salute back. Love it. All right, we heard it. We heard it here. TFC, the new XRP. Let's fucking go. Fucking love it. Oh my god. All right, what else you got for me, gentlemen? You got anything else on Pulse Chain, or are we gonna?
I always got something on Pulse Chain. I got something else cooking too, but I do want people to have this project on their radar. The name of this project is called Your Mom. Right?
Thanks for remembering that, man. We were supposed to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, so Your Mom is alpha, bro. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know how the meme started with Elon Musk. They asked him in the video game, you know, if you launched a meme coin, what would be the name of it? He said Your Mom. So they launched it on Solana. They rugged it. and good OG PTGC whale. He launched one on pump tires, bought up a bunch of the supply, burnt a bunch of the supply, paired this up with all the core tokens and also with PTGC and also with post-wrap Bitcoin. And a couple weeks ago, live on Twitter Spaces, he burnt all of his liquidity, which at the time was over $330,000 in liquidity. He burnt it all, and he's burnt over 50% of the supply. So this thing is gonna run, bro. When the chain runs, this thing is gonna run. It has healthy LPs with the cores. It has a healthy LP with PTGC, and it has exposure to post-wrap Bitcoin, which is probably my most favorite token on post-chain. And yeah, bro, your mom is gonna do big things, man. And also, the founder, like he's well off IRL, right? And he does have an ego, so he's on vacation right now, bro. What do you think he's gonna do when he comes back from vacation and he's like, all right, all the Jeets is out, this is the new floor? What do you think he's gonna do with the ego that he has, bro? So your mom, definitely keep that on the top of your watch list.
God damn, this is some serious alpha, boys. This is
Yeah,
serious.
man.
I hope people are paying attention, guys. I hope you guys are starting to pay attention here, because not only are these two fine gentlemen, bringing you guys potential plays, but they're giving you the backstory. They're giving you the history. They're giving you the who is behind this coin. When I hear a couple of things. One, when I hear like, hey, here's a guy, he doesn't need money. He's doing this to help make other people money. When I hear that he burns $300,000 of supply, okay, right there, that's pretty much all I need to hear. A, he doesn't need to nuke and dump on your head. Doesn't need to. Doesn't have time for it. It would be a waste of his time to do that. Two, he nuked. He burned $300,000 when he could have just taken that. He could have just taken that, but he burned it. So when I hear things like that, you guys got to start paying attention, because when I hear things like that, I'm like, okay, again, this is like another Solid X kind of benevolency that we're seeing here, and you don't get a lot of these guys. There's 5 million tokens on Dex Screener you can look up right now. They're bringing to you live the ones where, you know, you don't have to necessarily worry about someone rugging on your face, and that is worth more than anything else. Again, you buy into the founders, you buy into people, you don't buy into a chart. If you guys try to look at a chart and try to find, you're gonna just waste your time. You got to think not only the technical stuff that Chris is talking about, but you got to think about the fundamental stuff that Gugad's talking about. That together, boom. See you later.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
and bro, you know what it is too, right? It's kind of like a manifestation hack, because you know you attract the law of attraction, right? You attract what you are and who you are. So what are we doing, right? We build on benevolence. We build stuff for legacy, right? I could show you my wallets. I haven't never sold not one King token. You understand? Never sold not one Enki token. You know what I'm saying? So when you do things like that and you speak to people about it, you're manifesting this energy. So now you're drawing other people to you, right? So now I meet the founder of your mom, benevolent dude, right? I meet the founder of TFC, right? Benevolent dude, right? And this is just going to keep happening. It's going to keep being a domino effect, bro.
Yeah, man.
A lot of what you're hearing, I mean, honestly, with the information that's being shared here, and for people that are listening, if you're going to decide to take your $50 somewhere else and roll the dice, have at it. Good luck. You're getting grassroots, good research, good alpha right here from guys that really know what they're talking about. So with what's being shown now between YEE and everything else, YEE, just YEE. Put a little bit in it. Watch what happens, man. It's nuts what you can pick up here.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Let's talk about one thing too. TFC, YEE, and your mom all have a max supply of 1 billion. So the unit supply, or the unit bias is pretty defined. and there's no minting. Tokens are actually being burnt, and all these tokens, there's hidden value there that that you don't see on the surface.
Yeah, nobody wants 4 gazillion tokens in their wallet anymore, bro. We trying to do easy math over here. Richard Hart helped us and set the new precedent. I know people, other influencers, they're like, "Oh yeah, no, that sucks." Like, nah, bro, that's great. You know how much they just made the math easier. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, $50 on peak right now will give you about 110, 120 billion tokens. Think about that. If this runs like Chris was saying, if you know, in correlation with YEE, dude, popping champagne.
Mm-hmm.
So just add to your mom chart. Just want to throw this out here.
Not
just
financial advice.
We've got on the 4 hourly, I'm seeing a inverse head and shoulders being printed right now. A little bit of a consolidation. We might have to test the swing load right now, but what this chart's telling me right now is it's a massive flag and it's about to break out. So if this is something that you're interested in, I suggest making your move sooner rather than later. That's all I have to say.
Make your move on your mom.
What's the market cap of your mom right now?
Mo, I know what you're thinking. That's not
488K, so $500,000.
Bro,
$500,000 market cap.
The liquidity on your mom is very deep.
I don't even know where to go with that.
Let's go.
The liquidity is deep. Your mom has deeper liquidity pools than a lot of these coins on Pulse Chain.
Yeah, your mom. Listen, your mom has me deep in the trenches, bro. That's all I got to say. Way deep in the trenches.
I keep my liquidity so tight.
Your mom's gonna make me break out, bro.
I buy and sell your mom like nothing.
Your mom is pumping my bags.
Wait. We need to peg your mom to Uranus on base. An LP.
Oh, Uranus has rabies now.
Oh
no.
No, your mom.
You're gonna give your mom rabies from Uranus.
Wait,
and they had gabies.
Weren't you gonna launch gabies?
Bro, that stops. No, we're not going to launch gabies.
We lasted 46 minutes of not getting pulled off YouTube. Wham! There it goes.
No, your mom gonna launch gabies.
Now we got to launch
like the most like put together dev up here, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna launch gabies."
Who wants to be a dev?
Somebody's got to be welcome, dev. Man. Welcome to our stream. He's like, what the fuck did I just get into?
I hope you keep coming back.
Dude, this shit went south after your mom.
I mean, hey.
Let's get back on track.
Everywhere.
Wait, this
get
is
back on track.
This is on track, bro.
I mean, like, I'm just.
Block, you don't know how this rolls, man. It gets nuts sometimes.
I don't know if you saw the Uranus streams, but it doesn't ever end.
But if you didn't know, there really is a token called Uranus, and it is it paired with rabies?
They put $37 in the pool, so I mean, technically, yeah.
That's better than that's bigger than Eric putting his $1 LPs on. What was we found this old transaction one time.
Yeah,
I can't even remember.
Yeah,
what
was that? What was that?
Eric,
also, he's the one that started that trend.
It was farms. It was on
farms. Yeah, he opened up
when he opened, bro. Stop.
I'm just gonna pull myself off screen right now.
I wonder where that meta came from, bro. Where people got that. Let's make 500 $1 pools and call this shit volume. Now I know why. Eric, stop poisoning these people with this shenanigans shit, bro.
Hey, that was done on Pulse Chain first. He gets no credit for that.
He comes from Pulse Chain. Where you think he come from?
Yeah, where you think all the fuckery came from? I'm just kidding. I just want to make this one statement. I just want to make this one statement. The reason why you see so much fuckery on other blockchains, it all came from Pulse Chain. The weird folklore tales, it just spreads outward.
Dude,
That's
the
all.
rabbit holes on Pulse Chain are deeper than your mom's liquidity.
There you go.
Let's go.
Ah, that's you see that? That's a comeback right there.
Let's fucking yee.
Yee! Oh, Jesus, gentlemen.
Bro, that's the battle cry of Kentucky, first of all.
Just hey, I just want to let you know, happy Memorial Day. For some of us, we had family members die in battle, so we could be here going yee and talk about your mom on stream. So, shout out to the American Dream. Appreciate you. We're all here because of that.
That's right.
America's
Shout out
shit,
to the
baby.
soldiers.
America's the shit. Let's fucking go.
I'm just saying.
Back to back World War champs.
Back to back world champs.
Fuck France. Fuck France.
Yeah,
Don't
France
put that out
sucks.
there.
Haven't won a war.
Unless you're in this chat, we love
Unless you're
And
in
we
this chat
appreciate you.
or in our chats,
Yeah.
that's a good time to bring up the House of Warlords. We haven't talked about them today because Shrey's actually sleeping for once. That guy gets like 2 hours of sleep every day and then wakes up and just drops.
Dude, he's
alpha
not
in the
sleeping.
chat
He's AI.
every fucking
Bro, I swear to
I-
God, yeah.
I think he created Mike Dean. That might be, I think, what's possible. But get in that. That's t.me/House of Warlords and Council of LP. Get in that. t.me/Council of LP. Chris, what is yours? You have one as well.
The next layer. So, like the call channel. Are you talking about the call channel?
Yeah, your Telegram.
Yeah. So my Telegram, guys, just go at the verse 369. I still need to change the handle. It's all jacked up, but it's
That's a
the
good
pinned post. It says the next layer. Go ahead and go in there. I post all my calls. That's the place to be. If you want the main alpha before I go to X and Twitter, that's where I put it. That's where I want all my loyals. That's where the people. I definitely want to reward the people that rock with me and all that good stuff. So, yep.
Heard.
The House of Warlords has been on fire.
Thank you.
Man.
Except for this morning. This morning was a shit show. But outside this morning, it was awesome.
Well, we were getting targeted. That's why. So that I mean that's what happens, right? You got a group of legends making shit tons of money, right? You get these weirdos coming in, dropping contract addresses, saying that their bots found it. Bots in quotation marks. You understand? And then it's the only Telegram that this contract address is posted in. When I see that, whoever smelt it dealt it, bro.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
Yeah,
nice.
So if you guys come to the House of Warlords and you come rocking with us, man, give us some valid projects, none of this weird shit.
And don't try to farm us neither, because then I'm gonna really get mad at you and I'm gonna start really trolling you. So don't do it again.
I seen it. He will troll
seen
you
it
aggressively.
You go run into your mom.
He will make it his day. That'll be his day. Is trolling you. I promise you, you don't want it. I've seen it. It's hilarious because I'll usually pile on.
It's the legend way, bro.
That's it. Oh my God, someone's talking shit.
Goo, tell me about King Jr. and Crown.
We chilling, bro. King Jr. Crown. Actually, Crown pumped like 12% today. I don't know why. I think your mom pool, it was getting some volume, but I don't know why. Your mom was just going flat. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I really got to look into it more. But yeah, King Jr. and Crown, they're just kind of doing their thing. They're down and out right now, but I'm not worried about them at all because they're paired with King. They're paired with your mom, so they'll do well. And King is just doing his thing, bro. It's just kind of we just had basically, like you could say, a capitulation event. We went down, tested a fib, bounced off of it with none of my help. So I'm like, yeah, this is a gem, bro.
Hey.
Just looking at it myself, not being the founder or nothing, just like how is this thing gonna do? Like, and yeah, I seen that nice bounce that we had right off the fib, and I was like, yeah, bro, this is gonna do well. It's paired with some good stuff. The pool, even the speculative pools that I made, they're all in profit. They're all doing good. They're generating some volume. So, yeah, that's just what I'm doing. And I paired TFC with it. I paired your mom with it. I'm pairing new stuff with it. A friend of mine, he opened up a pool with Top Hat. He opened up a little pool with Hex so that we can keep adding to it. So yeah, bro, it's just a slow cook, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing with it. Just keep building, bro, and keep making these pools so everybody who is holding is reaping those rewards.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
How much King Jr. or Crown have you market sold?
Oh, 0. I don't sell that.
He doesn't sell.
A founder market selling 0? Where have I heard that before?
Fancy that.
That's amazing.
That's weird.
Nah, bro, we don't sell this because we've seen this already with Alien, and we've seen this with Enki, where if you hold long enough and it's not like some crazy amount of time, then the rewards that you get cover your initial and put you in a decent amount of profit. So there's never no reason to sell. And then what I do with all of my rewards, I just throw them into the liquidity pools just to keep feeding this thing and just keep it growing, bro. So yeah, King is my baby, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, Alien is my firstborn. Enki has been the most successful, but King is the baby, bro. I'm gonna put my all into this thing, and yeah, I think it'll do well, man.
Let's fucking go.
That's awesome.
Fucking love it. All right. Blockhead.
Yes, sir.
You've been awesome and just perfectly silent to the side, not interrupting me, even though I've given you free reign to interrupt, sir. This is that stream. But I'll give you a little spotlight, sir. Why don't you talk about founders, expand on it, what you're talking about earlier, about benevolent founders and what it's like as a founder to start something, to realize value from it without hurting the chart and hurting your community. Because you had some nice thoughts on that earlier.
Man, during my time of Pulse Chain, I've seen a lot of shady stuff, you know, and I want to make sure that whatever I come out with is done right. It's not easy, because when you're fighting the benevolent fight, there is the other side. There are the scammers and ruggers that don't like when they don't get volume. So we're going to see a change on Pulse Chain where things are being launched with good intention and the other side's not going to win. So as long as we stick to our plan, I think everybody's going to eat, and everybody's going to feel better about how they invest their money in crypto, because it's really hard to onboard somebody new and you're like, hey, go get some Ethereum and go buy a couple coins here and there. Well, you can't predict the market. You don't know, like, you don't know what people's exactly like you were saying earlier. Like, you invest in the founder, invest in the people, don't invest in a chart, because that's how you get wrecked.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, I feel like investing in a chart is just investing in emotions. That's what gets us all. And we all know what making all our decisions on emotions does most of the time. So fair enough. I know you are working on stuff and you're not ready to talk about it, but I do want to invite you to come back on and talk about anything and everything once you're ready. Sounds good?
Yeah, no worries.
All right, man. Do you want to drop any teasers right now before I pull Chaos back up with some more alpha?
ADMT.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. There you go. You said it. You're gonna have to figure it out. All right. More to come later.
I figured it out.
Is that adamantium?
I got some.
You ruined the.
Yeah, you blew it. You blew it.
Well, I seen Logan. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to think, like, what universe this is coming in. Marvel. Oh.
What?
Either that or Adamant.
Adamant. He's adamant that you need to look
No,
up
bro, it's
ADMT.
vibranium, bro.
Nah,
Right,
man,
right.
adamantium is stronger.
Like, what is it like a metal or some shit? I still don't know what it is.
Bro, it's the Wolverine claws, bro.
You stop.
Okay.
Indestructible metal. Chris
Okay.
doesn't listen. I'll tell you about Chris because he's my brother. He doesn't know much about pop culture. He doesn't watch TV, doesn't watch none of that stupid shit, doesn't watch
Yeah,
movies.
we appreciate that.
But
about
if
him.
you
We
want to
want that
ask
about him.
the depths of quantum computing and stuff like that, you go talk to Chris and you'll get alpha.
That's so true.
Hey, there's only so much brain space. What are you going to waste it on? Fucking friends or quantum computing? Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. So true, though. So true. 100% true. Right on the dot. Cool.
All right. Do you have another project you want to talk about? Do you want
Yeah.
tease anything just yet?
So sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Hey, quick screen share. I want to talk about one project that's actually blowing up right now. Johnny actually brought it to my attention, and thank God for Johnny, because it wasn't on my radar at the time. AK, I wasn't focusing on it. I still have a bag of it. I just wasn't focusing on it. But check this out. Last live stream, guys, we were talking about how the price dynamic was going to work out, and I think I almost nailed it to a T. I swear to God, I did not draw this. You can go to the last live stream, you'll see like the lines I was drawing. And the only thing that happened was instead of testing the low, we did a higher low, and we started breaking out, reversing. We're creating inverse head and shoulders. And this is on Infinity on Sonic. It's like Bitcoin mining on Sonic, and basically it farms the fees through the Sonic fee revenue share, and then you use those fees to burn the token. So the goal is to get one token to surpass the price of Bitcoin. That is the goal, and that is the narrative. Will it happen? I'll leave it up to you. But long story short, just looking at a higher time frame, 100%, we did bottom out on the daily. It's forming a beautiful, beautiful cup and handle. And what this cup and handle is telling me with that target is that we are about to go up and retest all-time highs. So just based off that, I would not fade Infinity. Phenomenal project. It is my number one pick on the Sonic blockchain. And any questions from anyone else? Anyone else before I move over to one more chart? Because I think we'll have time for one more.
I'm up at 2x on this though. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. Good stuff. Next chart that I would love to take a review of. Take a look at King. Like I said, King, love this project. Actually on the weekly time frame, it's looking beautiful because we are starting to print a doji on the weekly. So it came up spinning top doji, and keep in mind these spinning top dojis are 50-50. This one had a breakdown, healthy correction. If we print a doji right here in the following week, we hit more than 50% of this candle, which is 6 zeros and 1 8. That is going to be a morning star. Morning star is the most powerful 3-candle trading pattern you can have in TA. Anytime I see a morning star, it's almost an automatic 8 for me. I always look at the fundamentals.
Right before YEE ran and broke out, it printed a morning star, just so for reference.
That's true. And Gugat actually called that morning star. He called the morning star in YEE, and he also called the morning star in PTGC before it started up bottoming out as well. That was all Gugat, not me.
YEE.
So looking at this chart right now, we just completed wave 1 of Elliott wave theory, and we're in the process of starting wave 3. Now, wave 3 of Elliott wave theory is very important. Professor Elliott was just some nerd, sat in his laboratory for about 18 hours a day and studied charts. And one thing he talked about is when you start wave 3 of Elliott wave theory, and this is for any chart, anything you look at, that is going to be the most violent push to the upside. And in my opinion, based off what I'm seeing in the chart, King just started wave 3. So overall, daily came up, broke out, consolidated at the all-time highs, healthy breakdown, retested a magnet, might retest 6 zeros and 1 3 4 5, but your box opportunity is going to be between 6 zeros and 1 6 and 6 zeros and 1 3. Overall, YEE looks good. 144K market cap. Comments, questions from the panel.
Let's fucking go. Crypto Nobody asked, do we know who started V3 panel?
We do not.
I don't believe we do.
It was there when
Nathan
the
answered
call
that.
went out for peak. I immediately, Johnny and I were like, let's go V3, but it was already there.
Yeah.
Funny, everyone automatically knows to ask you. Is it you? Did you start the V3?
It's a very high possibility it was.
Who did that shit? You're like, not me today, but it's close.
Love it.
I was
Cool.
thinking about it.
All right, and so I just want to head over to my number one play on base. It is Rabies Niggles Reflections. Love this project. Maybe one day we'll pair up with your mom if it goes interoperable, so we can have your mom with your Rabies. Just makes so much sense. But long story short, bottom out, broke out, present to you that cup and handle, got that neckline, and then we still have this trend line coming across. So what I'm seeing right now with Rabies, we're following this trend line to a T. A little bit of a breakdown. Keep in mind you want 2 candles outside of the trend line to confirm a breakout or breakdown. So we're still following this, and in my opinion, when we come back and start testing this neckline, we could potentially get a breakout very soon. And so that is your Rabies 25K market cap on the base chain.
I love
Mr.
All right.
Mr. Meme Prophet, can you give us TA on YEE from here on?
Here on. All I gotta say is
Good luck.
I'll pull this up.
All I gotta say is
We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
Here's what I gotta say. I want to put this in really, really big letters, okay?
Dude, Yee's going back towards 10 million again there. Look at that.
Hey, he asked me to put the video back on. Ask, and ye shall receive. Huh? What?
So this is my long-term TA on YEE. All I gotta say is fuck Pepe. Yee's the man. We're flipping you. Yee's the ultimate anti-character. It's the antagonist of the story, and all you guys know, heroes die, and that is why Yee's going to survive and be the Shiba Inu of the cycle. That's it. Chaos Chris out.
We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going
to just keep fucking following us. Keep getting in these streams, and you're going to fucking win more. All right, let's fucking go. Let's keep this going. Nathan.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. Welcome to your stream.
So I've been getting into the realm of printers recently. I was slow out of the gates with learning about it, but there's a lot of really, really cool stuff on Pulse Chain with these printers. But you got to be careful. You got to watch the ROIs. You got to know what you're getting into.
What's a printer, Nathan? For those
what is a printer?
Tell me about printers.
A printer is a token that, I mean, would you call it? It's like a reward for holding the token. So in my mind, it's like you buy a token, and you don't have to stake it, and you don't have to get into the LP, but you get rewards for just holding it based off of the tax and the volume, right? Tax and volume coming in. Volume.
Sounds kind of like a poor man's LP.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could just hold these. And you know, I'm right now I'm dabbling in Remember, because that pays in Pulse.
Is that the new one?
That is not. I mean, it's the new. I'm sorry, the new
Remember
yeah.
V2.
The relaunch. Yeah. Remember, yeah.
Okay.
But
just trying to clarify,
I'm getting some. The Council of LP is also getting counsel. I mean, I reach out to you all, and Guga and I have had some good interactions. So, you know, I like it. It's exciting, but I know you got to be careful with it. But there's some cool. If you get into the Warlords chat, I don't know if he is the dev of it, but you know, you got ones that are outside of the OG Web Chef realm, and that is what are they freaking called? You got
They got all
Secret.
kinds of names for them.
Yeah, you got Secret, and you got Hidden. So that one's like Vault, but there, I mean, you got like a 2 or 1% ROI on those. The thing that drew me to remember is, you got like it's holding at like a 6.75%. So, you
Per
put
day?
$1,000 on it, you're getting $60 a day, right?
It's up to like 8 now.
It's
Back
up to
down to
8
7.
now?
Yeah, I actually I jumped in. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Because I seen that it made a new floor, and I was like, all right. Once these things make new floors, they usually print for a while before they either break out to the up or to the down. So I said it's probably a good time for me to jump in. So I jumped in, and I'm printing. Right, I was down a little bit on my initial this morning, but now I'm up on it, and I'm printing. So working out well.
Yeah, I'm up. It's good when you see, because you got these trackers too that you can use, the pulse trackers. You can always see your yield, the percent. But I mean, it's like I made a pretty decent. I made enough to get into some of these plays while we're talking. And Johnny, you helped me get my Rabby connected because MetaMask fucking sucks when it comes to trying to buy anything on Pulse Chain.
Oh yeah.
So I got my Rabby firing. I'm like, oh my god, I can transact on. I can't even believe I got into Remember through my MetaMask wallet the other day. It was like a miracle. But
yeah, you have to like sit there and be like, oh, please go through.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll put my gas at like $10. Who puts their gas at $10 on Pulse? I'm like, and it's still not good. I'm like, okay, slippage 10%. What the hell?
You're not trying to snipe a token, bro. What are you doing?
What's that?
You're not trying to snipe a token.
I know, right? But at the same time, it's like which is the transactions were not going through, and I had to keep clear my history. I was about to contact Goo and be like, "What's that thing where you send the exact nonce?" And I'm like,
were you trying to get in like at launch of V2?
No. It's just no. My
It's just that MetaMask sucks, bro.
MetaMask and Pulse Chain, it doesn't usually give you the right gas, like the default gas amount. And so if you leave the default gas amount in there, it good fucking luck. You'll have to wait for a giant dip in Gwei before it actually fills. Otherwise, you have to I don't even fuck with hitting aggressive. I go straight to advanced and literally just double it.
Guys, if you want a good Pulse Chain aggregator, swap.win will give you very good information before you buy a coin.
Okay.
So check that out. Swap.win.
What it gives you like info on like what you should be setting your slippage to and things like that?
Yeah, it'll tell you the taxes, how many LP pools, the holders, how much dev supply, when the token was created. You can see all that prior, and on swap.win you get live pairs. So as soon as you see like new live pairs, you can anticipate a good launch. Just
to be clear, that you're not talking. This is a thing that you can just go and monitor and educate yourself. You're not connecting wallets. You're not swapping on there or anything. You're just using it for information.
I swap on it.
Oh,
when PulseX is down, or when Patias is down, I'll swap on it, and it's okay. I mean, it's of course everybody should be DJing properly with a condom wallet or whatever, but yeah, swap.win is a good little resource. The guys who made it, they make a lot of good protocols and a lot of good tools over there on Pulse Chain. So they good reputation behind swap.win.
Condom all for the win.
Hey Nathan.
Swap.win. Swap.win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got everybody typing right now.
Yeah, right.
No, I was just typing in Moneymaker Mish. I expect you to do the full research on swap.win, update us in the Council of LP, make sure you get a Rabby wallet, and we'll talk about that over there.
Oh, that's so
She's going through.
Yeah, but she's a legend, bro. She's
University
everywhere.
right now,
She
so
be
you know.
on it, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
All I know is I got my bag of adamantium. I got my you know what? Why am I not getting my TFC bag? I don't know. What's wrong with me? Why am I like?
Is there a tax on it?
I heard the whole thing. No. I'm just saying I haven't bought it yet. But
I mean, watch the chart.
I got my Your Mom. I like it, and that was all because of my Remember bag printing that for me. I was able to just quickly get in on these plays. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll use a little bit of that.
Let's go.
Nathan.
5th of November.
Yo.
Ted, go.
Nathan, with the printer thing, you'd actually used the word you got to be careful a couple times. What did you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it's like so I'm in the
Great
world
question, Ted.
Yeah, you're
What's
like
careful
you gotta be
mean?
careful. You gotta be
I've
careful.
never heard that.
What?
Listen,
Yeah, I get that.
I would
but-
I watch the Warlords chat a lot, and Booyah is in BUJA. Booyah is in a lot of these printers. So they released one on the ETH side, the world's greatest Ethereum printer, and it's like, you know, it's printing at like a 2% now, two point something percent. It was up over, it was like 3.5%. So you could have like, you know, $10,000 bag of that and be printing out what, $350 a day. It's down, you know, now it's been kind of like dropping down. It was up over it anyway. So that's where it's like, okay, you want to track what you're printing versus your initial, like God was just saying. And it's like, you never want to get too far away from like, and watch what it's doing. It's like, if your initial is way down and you haven't printed enough to either cover that or be positive on that, what you printed, you want to be careful. Cause it's like world's greatest BpDAI printer. You know, that one was up at like a printing 5% BpDAI just for holding it. But that's down to like 0.5% now, you know, and it does that. If you look at it, it'll go way down. It's really connected to BpDAI. So it's like BpDAI goes up, it starts going up. So, but man, Remember is doing like 18 million dollars in volume a day. And it's been holding for days and days at that. It's like, it's doing so much volume and transactions that that's why it's able to stay above 5%, you know?
Dude, I've been in Remember for months, and it is treating me beautifully.
I bet. I can't wait. Well, hopefully it stays somewhat good for months. I'd like to be in it for months.
just for the people listening, be careful chasing ROI. Don't get greedy and rush to the highest ROI project, because the system it fluctuates a lot.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll add to that. Me and Chris been trading these printers for a very long time now, so we've seen the whole everything, how it played out. And I'll sit here and I'll tell you this, right? Remember is one of their flagship tokens, so it's always going to print a lot. It's always going to do well. If it goes down under 5%, they're probably just trying to shake people out. So buy more, right? World's greatest ETH printer. It's impressive, right? It really it shocked me, right? I was surprised. So with seeing everything that has happened with these OG Web Chef tokens, right? I think they really have it figured out now, and they're implementing everything that they figured out into Remember V2 and also in World's Greatest ETH printer. I think the only reason it has a low ROI now is maybe because of ETH gas, or, you know, maybe they just are trying to shake people out of it before they send it and get more of the ETH bros in, give them a chance. I don't know. But I do know that those two contracts right there those are the gems of the ecosystem. And, you know, Remember is like, that's OG Web Chef's baby, you know, so that's gonna do well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What does that one pay you, Ivan?
Remember pays you in Pulse, and World's Greatest ETH printer pays you in ETH.
Word.
So you're getting native, right? And that's what we always want. That's what we always trading for, is for more natives. So you're getting it just for holding. So if you could hold out, you know, long enough, then you're good. You know, for example, CypheX got in day one on WGEP and got his initial investment back in 8 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you buy Remember now and we're getting 8% a day, let's just say we get 5 to 8% a day, you know, and it holds, well, we're okay, right? Because we're getting all that pulse. So even if the price does drop a little bit, it's okay because we had patience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because patience pays in all of this. Because Remember is holding up really well, bro. So it's going to keep printing. So if you get in today and you're printing and it goes down 10, 15% tomorrow, don't start crying. Give it time. You just got to be patient with some of this stuff.
You be patient, crypto. Shut up. That doesn't happen.
Johnny,
It's the only way to make money.
It's funny. You can't really worry about market cap because remember is at a trillion market cap.
Okay.
And it dropped down to like 900. It dropped down to like 920. I think it actually hit the 800 like 90 million.
This morning it was 880 and guys are freaking out. Yeah.
I was sweating it today. I was on the beach and then I stopped back at the little bungalow that we were staying in, and I was just like, oh shit, I'm just gonna keep it. And then I'm like, oh, I'm all good. It's
bro.
back.
Everybody was tripping out this morning. Like everybody had their panties in a bunch. It was ridiculous. Like
it's the bull run.
It's to be expected.
Man, but remember, it's very liquid too, so you can always hop in and out with like little to no slippage. So that's another bonus there.
Legit.
Now I
Ted,
can with Rabbi.
I have to apologize. We were going to do an ordinal stream with you and Nathan last Friday, and I blew it. I was totally running late that day, so we couldn't end up doing that one. But I do still want to do the ordinal stream with you guys. So maybe I don't want to just say next Wednesday and then blow it off again because there's just too much alpha dropping. But do we want to schedule it maybe for like next Friday or next week, something like that? We can talk off stream, but I definitely
we can talk off stream. Yeah, we can talk off stream.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'd be definitely something that we could share. I'd love to share. I've gotten really involved with that and got to know some really, really phenomenal people in the ordinals realm, if you will. There's a lot of shit out there. I mean, there's some really a lot of garbage. But...
Hey, Ted, is that a Bucky shirt?
Yeah,
Welcome to the club. You are officially you're part of this family.
Yeah.
It is a Bucky shirt.
Come on, Blockhead.
All right, hell yeah.
First
He got married. He got married at Bucky's.
Yep. And then we had brisket.
And then we had kayaks.
Candy
Depending on where you are in West Texas, getting married in a Buc-ee's might be a step up. I'm just saying. They are very nice, and if you don't have a perfectly good venue, Buc-ee's
and then you have your honeymoon in front of the kolaches.
Catering. You don't need to have the catering delivered. Well, they got more than kolaches. Come on, man. They got.
Hey, man, that's the best part, though.
Hey, Blockhead. The first time I wore the shirt, we did a stream one night, and I was in a hotel room. I forget, it might have been Shrey or somebody was like, that is the coolest shirt. That would make that's like, I need to know what meme that is. And it's like, dude, it's not a meme, it's a store.
Bro, the European mind is not ready for Buc-ee's.
No, it's too mind blowing. But as far as the ordinal thing is concerned, it's really, really fascinating stuff. And it's really pushing the envelope with online digital art, especially art that's tied to the blockchain, to the smallest fraction of a Satoshi, which is just unbelievable. It's really cool stuff. And I know Nathan has a couple little things in it, and I'd be more than happy to share some of what I've learned and some of the people I've gotten to know and some of the stuff that I've collected it's just really fascinating what they're doing with such little space.
Awesome.
So we'll talk about it off stream.
Want to do that for sure. Want to schedule that. So guys, stay tuned for that. We will do that. I got a couple.
I'm sorry. Streams. I got a childcare thing happening right now, so I'm gonna have to.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, gentlemen. We will.
Brother.
I love you all, especially Chris. Man. Yeah. One day we're going to be together and we're going to be able to do that with our hands together. I'll be one half of the heart and you'll be the other half. And then we'll fuse together and we'll make.
Wait. Listen. You guys can do it right now.
Listen. Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at that. Look at that. A little bit wider. A little bit higher.
No.
Somebody please launch ABs.
Come on.
Come on.
It's getting... All right. We're going to practice this off stream.
Okay, that's cool.
The first time was we were nervous.
I'm not gay, but Nathan's good looking. But I'm not gay.
All right, guys.
I'll see you guys later. Beards or something.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like ABs needs to launch real soon.
Okay. I'll see you guys.
Don't get scabies.
Bye,
Catch
man.
you-
Hey.
Oh my god, that's amazing. All right, that's a good time to start wrapping up. We're an hour and a half into it. Plenty of alpha in this stream. If you want more alpha, you're gonna have to hop into the telegrams, and you're gonna have to hop on the next stream. So I hope you all had a good time. Let me put up one more time. I don't know if you guys really know if you can handle what's coming.
We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
That's what's coming. So, Yee, let's fucking go. Last comments. We'll start with Johnny, and I'm going to go in order this time so I don't forget someone. Last time I totally forgot. End it. All right, Johnny.
Yee!
This one.
Yee!
Wow, what a week! What a week! Really been anticipating this stream because I wanted to be able to look Chris in his face and say, "Thank you, sir. May I please have another?" What he's giving us here, no one else is. So we thank you. We thank you for not calling coins at the Pico top. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. We see you. Guys, make sure you're following him. Make sure you're in the House of Warlords. Make sure you're in the Council of LP, because everything that he says here on stream, he's either already said in those two channels, or he's going to say in those two channels. So if you miss these streams, you can catch it over there. Because as soon as he comes out with something, we all jump on it like a fucking swarm of locusts.
Bro, Pete.
You're gonna want to get in there. You're gonna want to get in as we're getting in, not after. Because there's a couple of us that think that 5 ETH is just a nice little bag to chuck in. Shrey, I'm looking at you, bud. Hope you're watching this, motherfucker.
We were lucky. We were lucky that he wasn't.
5 ETH.
On Pete.
All right,
calm down.
All right, you got to back up and tell this story because most of these people are going to have no idea what you're talking about. We're all giggling over here.
Oh no, the story was Chris came into the chat and was like, "I got an emergency ape. Like, guys, look at this, right?" And then Shrey is like, "Oh man, you guys are lucky. I'm out to dinner or something. I only have 2 ETH to throw on this." And I was like, "Only 2 ETH, you savage!" And then about 10 minutes later, while he's taking pictures of his food and showing us, he's like, I don't know, I think he degened like 5 ETH into the sumbitch just because Chris is like, "Hey, emergency ape, take a look at this."
Oh no, bro!
Like,
it was a lot of us. We all rushed in before he.
that's what I'm saying. That was just one person.
Right.
That was just one person. Then you have the rest of us that are also trying to get in and cursing at Shrey. But it's a good time. But the whole point is get in the Telegram, get linked in, get locked in. You never know what's going to happen in there, and then you get to come on stream and celebrate with us.
You know what, Mo, real quick, Johnny, I don't mean to interrupt. We need to put it maybe a 30-second delay on our stream. Is what we need to do. We can say
so we can do the buys first, and then no one else. I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the stream when Chris was talking, I had the camera off and I was muted, and I'm just straight fucking doing buys and shit, just aping left and right. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one. Okay, yeah, gotta put more on that one.
Too much clicking. Too much clicking.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, let's. Hey, you know what? Johnny. That's a good segue. Yeah, I'm sorry, Johnny. Too much clicking. Sometimes we get a little too excited, and when we talk about do your own research, some of that means slow down. Verify you're clicking on the right fucking contract. Because I will admit, hey, emergency ape. One of those came across and I did it. And then I was like, wait, what happened? I bought the rug version of that coin. Son of a bitch. $500. Totally like a 500. I'm gonna throw it in and gone. And it's gone. What happened? You clicked on the wrong contract. You put it in Uniswap, and it's gone. Damn it! That's what happens. Slow down. Do your own research. That also means just take a second. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Don't.
Well, no, that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up because you was using Uniswap. If you would have used Switch.win, you would have been good. You would have been good.
Pulse chain.
Goo gotcha. Goo gotcha.
It was on Pulse chain, unfortunately. So
Uniswap is not on Pulse chain, bro.
Oh, it was. No, you're right. Then it was Pulse X.
All right, yeah. Let me stop.
But anyway,
yo, calm down, dude. Some of us are liquidity providers. Okay, we like those fees, motherfucker. Okay. You know what I mean?
No, I totally plugged in the wrong contract. I saw the name. I clicked on Dex Screener, popped up on Pulse Chain, saw like 3 of them, thought it was just multiple pairs, clicked on the wrong one, clicked on contract, shoved it in there, and then immediately went, did I just throw myself into a honeypot? Yes. Slow down.
YEE is up 17.7% in the last hour.
Of course it is.
It's back over 10.
Peak is up 30%. Peak is up 30%. Repeat. Peak is up 30%.
Oh, leverage. Oh.
I just want to say to anybody who's panic sold, I hope you cope.
Oh, we're good at that. We're really good.
Oh my God.
We're really good at rubbing that in.
Holy shit.
I'm going to have to pull this up one more time just because these blue lines.
Damn, wasn't that just 8 mil, bro?
I bought.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. This is where I bought. Let's just scroll out where those blue lines go. Where the blue lines
Guys,
go.
LPing on YEE is fantastic, by the way. If anyone's looking for an LP play.
Let me. I totally disrupted your last comments. Like
no, I'll just go.
I'll
go fuck myself. That's fine. I'm done.
I know. I apologize. Let me pull up. I'm just going to continue on and keep walking all over you.
Damn! Look at that.
There's your V3 with your fucking 24 volume. 24
Who woke up?
Headshot.
What side of the world just woke up?
China.
Asia,
yeah.
Crypto woke up and chose violence. Let's go.
Oh yeah, all the big boys was buying while everybody was out barbecuing and everything. They were buying Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah.
Legends don't take breaks.
YEE.
Legends don't sleep. Yee. Let's fucking go, Johnny. Sorry, go back with your.
No, you're good, man. I'm good. Let someone else talk. I'm here. I'm here for this little guy.
All right.
He's here for the
He's like,
YEE.
look, he's just gonna tickle YEE in the corner. Just gonna.
Just go ahead.
I'm careful. I'm tickling that guy. I didn't mean to tickle that guy. Blockhead, sir. ADMT.
Yo.
I don't know what that is. You told us. We'll have to search for it on our own because no one said it on stream.
Well, it's on Dex Screener as well if you type it in.
It's just a speculation token. I mean,
You're in good. You're good.
Did you want to leave us with? This is sort of the section where we do our last words. You can talk about whatever you want. You can give a shout out to your family. You can tell your neighbor to go fuck himself. I don't know. Maybe the guy's playing music too loud. I'm just kidding. I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, I got friends.
Whatever you want to do. Go for it.
I got friends and family that I onboarded to crypto that are currently watching. So yeah, that's shout out to everybody watching and everybody actually sticking around this long. I want to give a big shout out to Johnny, Goo, and Chris. I took what I learned from my previous experiences, and I've been sitting in the full range LP this whole time. I'm not trying to dump a chart on nobody or, what you guys did for me was very, very beneficial this weekend. I turned 1 ETH to several just by V3 provision, not even like having the token liquid. So YEE,
brother.
YEE was a freaking runner, man. And that was very good.
Man. Hey, congrats, dude.
That is awesome.
Congrats.
And the funny thing is, Goo God told me to wait 24 hours. I saw it was like 1.8 mil, and he said, "Nah, bro, just wait. It's looking toppy." And I said, "Hold on, there's no way. It's Saturday. It's about to pump. I got a feeling."
I
And then what?
also told you why I told you that, bro. Listen, I don't tell people when I sell, right? But I gave you out of courtesy, like, oh, should I buy it now, bro? No, I'm selling. So if you want to fucking buy my bags, okay, but I don't want you to come at me like, yo, you're using me as exit liquidity,
No,
because
that's why
I
I put
don't
liquidity
sell.
on top
You
of
know,
it.
I listen, I don't sell. The bots sell. So at these Fibonacci levels, and I told everybody at 800K, I'm at 4X. I'm selling on the doubles. So that means at 1.6 mil, I'm selling. At 3.2 mil, I'm selling. At 6.4 mil, I'm selling. At 12 mil, I'm selling. You know what I'm saying? So I
Then I
can't
think you gave me an
tell
entry.
somebody who's asking me, should they buy a token? Should I buy it now? And I'm actively selling it. That goes against everything I'm about, bro.
Well,
That's why this
I
group
think after
has found itself. People
think
like that and ideas like that. Sorry. Go ahead.
after that you gave me an entry, and I just V3'd from
Oh
that
yeah, I
bottom.
sent you my chart, right?
No, we were on the phone, I think, and then I told you I went ahead and aped, and you're like, "Oh, okay," and we didn't expect it to keep running.
Yeah, no, I did well.
Let's fucking go. Well, shout out to you, sir. I appreciate you coming on the show today. Come on anytime we're on. You're always invited, please. And when you're ready, I want to talk about your project.
Yeah, for sure, no problem.
Nice.
All right, man. Thank you much for coming. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Goo, my man, the king. Did you see the message I sent you? I sent you a little screenshot of some fucking song that came across my Spotify playlist.
Oh yeah, no.
Right now.
I gotta go look.
The song on the album had a crown on it, and I was like, "That's fucking perfect."
Let's
So listen to the
go,
song.
repping for the
I was listening
kingdom.
to the song, and the end of the song is talking about taking care of his people, and everything's like awesome and shit. I'm like, yeah, this is the fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go listen to it right after this.
It's awesome. And then I looked at it and it had a crown on there, and I was like, that's it. That's it right there. No homo. That's our fucking song right there.
Yeah, in the afternoon I was kind of busy. We were doing some barbecue here and all that with the kids and stuff. So I gotta catch up on all my stuff. I almost missed the stream. I was like, I looked, it was 10:01. I said, oh shit, the stream.
But the universe called to you, and it wouldn't let you miss this fucking stream.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
You're all legends.
But really what I want to end on is I know a lot of people, they don't like to join telegrams and stuff like that, but this is where we're dropping all of our alpha, right? If you wanted YEE early, you had to be in the telegrams, right? If you wanted anything that I called early, then you need to be in the telegrams, because that's where we're dropping all the alpha first, and then we're going to Twitter with it and, you know, streams and stuff like that. So you gotta be in these telegrams, right? So join the Next Layer Call channel, right? Join the House of Warlords. Join my channel, Goose Clues, right? And not only will you get plays and stuff like that, but any piece of alpha that I come across that comes across my desk or whatever, I post it in there. So, you know, these places, right, as toxic as some of them can get, these are good places that you could be, right? House of Warlords, right? You can go in there, you can mingle, you could talk with whoever. There's a lot of big names in there, right? And nobody acts like all stuck up or nothing. We all vibe with each other. You can go to Chris's channel, and I'm also in that channel as well, contributing. That's the Next Layer Core channel, right? Chris is always dropping alpha and TA in there as well. And then you got my channel, bro. You got to be in these things. You want to get into these projects early, or you want to get, tidbits of alpha early, or, just anything. You got to be in these channels, bro. You have to.
Actionable alpha. I say it every fucking week. You have to get in these groups. If you were in these groups, you would have gotten at least a 20x off that YEE move. At least. Don't miss actionable alpha by fucking legends. I'm telling you. Chris, my man. The man.
Okay, on mute. Good stuff, guys. Well, hey,
It was an awesome week, man. YEE absolutely ripped it. You know, shout out to every single one you got. Shout out to every single one of you guys. Guys, please follow the Mo, Johnny, my boy Blockhead, the homie Goo God, and the legendary Ted X. Like I said, right now I got people hitting me up. They're asking me about what play, what's the next play, what's the next one, dude. YEE's the play, Peak is the play right now. I know everybody wants to go for the next shiny object, but these things are running. These are the moves. And if YEE turns out to be a massive unicorn, there's a good chance that we might need to back up the truck, shield this hard, and then use this as our like Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl. So anytime we find these gems or these projects that are absolute screamers, take advantage of the situation, because I don't know how many more times we're going to be doing this for the rest of the market. We'll get pops here and there, but that unicorn play is extremely rare. And last but not least, if you guys like fast money, you like meme coins, you're degenerate and you're mildly retarded, go check me out at the Verse 369. Till then, catch you guys the next one.
Fucking love it. This guy.
Yo, to add to that though, bro, to add to that, right? There's gonna be a lot of derivative plays now. And like we always see, right? Stick with the main two. That's all you need, the main two. Everything else is gonna be PvP and people just making shit up on the fly. Like, you know, what was that one we got into? Hood Rat. We got into Hood Rat in the last map Fury meta, and there was 8 other tickers, bro, and it started being all this weird stuff and everything else. And I'm even seeing it now with the derivatives, and it's like, yeah, nah, I'm good, bro. Give me the top 2, and that's it.
Love it.
Agree, man.
Fucking love it. All right.
Come on, Ted. I want to hear about this Bucky shirt, man. Where you from?
Where am I from? I'm from a lot of places, partner.
Sir.
That's me in the background there, Sheriff. No, man, it's all good. Hey, Blockhead, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. You sound like a real cool dude, man. And now, shout outs to Council LP and the House of Warlords. And Council LP, I got to point out, Johnny, you are like a stud when it comes to just providing content, and you'll put audios up there and provide explanation. When this stream's over, if you don't know how to tap into a V3 for liquidity providing and everything like that, I'll post what Johnny's put together on my timeline, my feed. It's worth the read. It's worth the listen. It's educational. Blockhead, he hit on it earlier. You know, just by setting that up, you can really benefit in so many great ways. And Council of LP, you guys just crush it so much. It's ridiculous. And House of Warlords, again, that place, it's just a hive of just good alpha, good information, good people. Goo's in there, Chris is in there, everybody's in there. It's worth its weight in gold. It really is. This panel is amazing, and it's 3 times a week we get together. It's always a hoot. You never know what's going to happen. But
a hoot.
A hoot. But one thing I want to say is BpDAI to $1. BpDAI to $1. We still got to get that up there. We still got to get that up there. But Chris, thanks for the alpha on some of your picks there, buddy. I'm actually kind of excited about Peak. I'm going to be watching that with great intensity. Along with
it is intense. It is intense, dude.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But either way, it's awesome. Love it, guys. Always a pleasure being on. Looking forward to Wednesday.
All right, appreciate
so
it.
You guys do this more than once a week?
We do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as much as we can. So far, only once we haven't made it. Every now and then in real life is going to happen. But at least 2 or 3 times a week, we're going to crank it out all the time. This was a BpDAI and Kings stream because we are the crew that launched BpDAI. We will always talk about it. We didn't talk about it today. I apologize because we've been celebrating a absolute gem that Chris gave us. So I apologize. The entire kind of focus of the stream has been the party that we're all feeling. Look, it's been a rough market, depending on what you've been in. And when someone like this makes a call that gets you a 20x in about 11 days, 12 days, it's time to have a little party. So today we had a little bit of party. BpDAI is still there. We will talk about it, and we still do have a focus there. Crypto is crypto. If you remember, I showed you the chart for YEE, and at some point it went past 1 million and came all the way down to 100,000. It had a 90% about retracement, as always happens. So far, we're about on a 68% retracement on BpDAI. We came off after a just crazy run. You can't have green candles forever. And so we're kind of feeling out where that chart's going. We're going to see if we got any more, homers going to decide to maybe set a floor. We're going to decide to see if, I don't know, maybe some people are going to shake themselves out, maybe chase some other shiny objects. We shall see. The community will decide. We'll definitely get back to it. But today and this week, the focus, I apologize, Blockhead, I'll let you get on.
No, I'm just going to interrupt you because you said I could.
Yeah, fucking do it, brother. Let's go.
Johnny, thank you for walking me through the V3s on how to maneuver that properly. I do a lot of V3 on Pulse Chain, but working with that much capital on ETH, you have to be very diligent. So thanks for walking me through it. I was able to capitalize on upswings, downswings, compound a little bit, and yeah, now I got some more ETH. So let's rock and roll. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
You gave him special love?
No, he just answered my questions in the Council of LP.
He's the man, I'm telling you. That's special love, bro.
Yeah, but that's why we all told you, bro. That's the man you gotta talk to right there, or the V3 stuff and everything, like.
And Nathan.
Nathan. Johnny and Nathan. Those are the gurus, bro.
Yeah, they were very quick with their response, and I wasn't stuck too long in paralysis by analysis. So thank you for the response, and I was able to act accordingly.
Look, this is the point, guys. Like, every single one of these streams is not going to just be a repeat of just shilling the same coin over and over and over. We're not going to talk about BpDAI for an hour straight every single fucking stream. All right, we got alpha. Okay, we got education. Okay, we have tons of things to offer every single stream, and they are going to go all over the place, and that's why you're here. Because
Ordinal's coming. We got Ordinals coming.
And we got Ordinals coming. And you have no idea what next gem Chris is going to drop next. You have no idea, if you're not paying attention, what Blockhead's going to talk about next on the next stream when he comes on. I'm just saying, we got a little bit of everything. Stick with us. Have some fun. Share this out. And get you some actionable alpha.
More importantly, we have you, Mo.
Oh,
that's right.
And if you like ETH,
I love, bro.
If you like ETH, then stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a heart for you, Blockhead. Just for you, Blockhead. Here's a big old heart.
Yo, how do you guys even do that? My hands don't even go in that position.
You're too old.
That's because you're just all alpha, dude. You're just so much man.
I just throw up omegas. I just throw up omegas.
Is this it? There we go.
Oh my God. All right. Hope you guys had a good stream. I appreciate you all. Chris, you're a fucking legend. Goo, you're a fucking king. Blockhead, I'm so fucking happy you're here, man. Keep coming on, please. Join this crew, please. You are always invited. Johnny, my man, got here on time. Stay until the end. We're going to make fun of Nathan for that later on. But Nathan, we miss you.
Oh, dang. I didn't get to thank him in public.
That's okay. That's okay. Reason to come back, right?
I think Chris misses Nathan more than you do.
You bet your ass I do.
Ted,
that was a joke.
My sheriff, Ted, I appreciate you, sir. Guys, have a good week. We will see you Wednesday. I hope you're on the moon. Let's fucking go. Select the actual outro video. Let's get some energy. A little BpDAI outro for you. All right, you ready?
Knock, knock.